Unmuted.
Uh-oh.
Unmuted, unfiltered.
Oh, shoot. Take this filter off me. Hey, guys, it's David Johnson of DJ Realty. I can't even talk. Of DJ Realty Solutions. And I haven't had any wine yet, but welcome to Wine Wednesday. I'm back at home base. Trip on the Visual is here to my right, your left. And we're going to have a great time tonight. And I promise to keep you here only an hour because I don't want him going home in this wild Wednesday weather. So we have wild Wednesday weather every time we do Wild Wednesday. It's always like
until we relocate to Arizona.
Right. Be like, y'all, it's too hot today for Wine Wednesday. It's the pool edition of Wine Wednesday. But this week has been full of topics and goings ons and just everything from masks being lifted to the Super Bowl to pre-approvals, everything. So we're gonna try to cover everything tonight. I'm gonna refresh my page here. And we're gonna get going. Here we are. Let me make sure my mute button is on there because we have too many. Y'all don't see all this. It's cameras, lights, cameras, action all the way around here. How have you guys been? I'm gonna be having my wine here, but I'm gonna turn this label around because let me get the skinny behind this. You know what type of wine I like. I love that flavor. What's going on, Daniel? Yes, staying busy. I reached out to, I'll mention it. I reached out to Stella Rosa. Well, this was about a year ago, wasn't it? It was a while ago. I reached out to them. Not even with a paid partnership, but just like, hey, can you maybe donate a couple of bottles? I didn't even say cases. I said bottles. You give me 3 bottles a month, I'm good. I'm gonna buy my own anyway. You know, sometimes I get sick of drinking the same thing. They told me in the nice, but they weren't, currently doing any collaborations. Blah 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 blah. I get it. I've been told no before. It's okay. It's a thing. It's business. I told people no. But then I look on their Instagram page. They got a collaboration with some girl just in her backyard. I was like this, and she wasn't famous, or he had a blue check or nothing. I was like, so I politely went back to my messages, screenshotted them the message and messaged them. Was like, remember y'all said y'all wouldn't do no collaborations. What's this? Is it because I'm black? Is it because I'm a realtor? Like, what is it? I didn't even want to get into it. So when I'm drinking their stuff, I won't mention their name. I was just like, I'm drinking wine tonight. But if I'm drinking something else, I'd rather you just say no. You don't owe me an explanation, Stella Rosa, but you do owe me an explanation. You didn't owe me an explanation when you told me you weren't collabing with anybody, but then y'all went collab with somebody. I'm just saying, I know a lot of my culture that drinks your wine, and it would behoove y'all to, just do a little something, but it's okay. So I will not. Remember, I said that the other day, I'm only fucking with this shit who fuck with me, and I'm sorry to use that French term, but it's the truth. So you're gonna see a lot of me sharing people's stuff out. Like I was at the Valley team office yesterday. I worked with Trip all the time. D-Rock came on a conference call with me. I'm only really shouting out people who I mess with. Everybody else, it just is what it is at this point. It's not. I don't get mad anymore. I just move on because I'm sure somebody out there, like Happy Hour Auburn Hills, wants me to do Wine Wednesday there.
Oh, very nice.
At the liquor store that I always go buy my stuff from. I was there when I bought the champagne for the Valley team last week. Was that last week? I bought that champagne.
I think so.
When I taught the class, yep. I bought it from them. That's right, Daniel. Fuck with me, I fuck with you. And the owner was like, Damon, what are you going to do Wine Wednesday here? I was like, let me talk to my video guy and see how we would set it up. And will we do it like what you call it, the flight of wines and whatever? And here we go. I think that'll be cool. So I'm drinking a peach wine tonight. So Happy Hour Auburn Hills, we got to set that up. And she said just to message her on Instagram, we'll get it set up. And there we go. Smells really good. It's nice and cold, but not super cold. And my dental work is still, my mouth is almost healed, like 80%, but I needed to drink tonight, so. Delicious, but I'm not going to drink too much because if y'all been watching the weather, wait a minute. Go attack the stores. Get all the ballot milk and bread. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. Listen, I have attacked the store the last 2 times they told us, and I got 3 loaves of bread looking at me like this. Are you making grilled cheeses for a school, or what are you doing? I have enough food. I bought a couple snacks for Super Bowl that I still have. I got all my favorites here. I got my Oreos and some hamburger and some turkey meat. I'm fine. So I have all of that. But if you haven't looked, and you think you're going somewhere tomorrow, they say it's really supposed to start about 3, 4 o'clock. So whatever you're doing, do early. It's open Wayne and Macomb County. So if you're here and you're local, try to get all that stuff done between today and tomorrow before 4. And on the ride home tomorrow, give yourself some time. The ride in, it will be okay. It'll be ride home. I'm not showing nothing tomorrow, but this couch and that TV. I'll be doing all social media and follow-ups and emails stuff tomorrow. I am not sliding down Telegraph to show a house tomorrow. I'm not. I will not. My team will be at home. No, we will not be in these streets tomorrow because you saw what happened Super Bowl Sunday when it snowed. People were like, "Oh, it's not that bad."
I did not go out.
Listen,
I was like, nope.
Yeah, Tripp was supposed to go to a Super Bowl party.
I said, nope.
He said he looked outside, was like, "Well, no," and it was that pile up on 696, and that Marielle Lou was in that pile up.
Oh,
She was. She said it just had, and it was right. I looked at the window, like I was out in it that morning when it snowed a little bit up here. And then it started like up here, started like about 3, 4 o'clock, and it just kept going and going and going. And it was.
I wasn't worried about the snow, but I knew what it would bring, so I was like, I'm not.
Yeah, I knew they weren't gonna do the streets right away. They were like, and they're not gonna do it. It's Sunday. Yeah, they're not gonna do it till that night. There was an accident over here by me. It was that big 34 car problem on 696. I was like, nah, I'm okay. So I won't be out in it tomorrow. I do have a show on Friday, but if they haven't done the streets, I won't be doing that either. I'm just not playing that game. I don't play that game with Mother Nature. When I look outside and you can't see the sidewalk, it's generally like, oh,
David's a weather detective.
You know I'm a weather detective. I'll be like, what? Boink. He said, what? Oh, no. So like I know tomorrow is gonna be a great idea. I'm trying to trick into. I wish I had like a bigger house. Be like, don't you want to stay over here so we can do TikTok all tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm gonna I can outline my TikTok ideas and my just everything tomorrow. So that'll be good for me tomorrow, just to sit and work, because having ideas for social and for your clients and all that stuff, you have to organize that stuff, and sometimes you can't get all done at one time. So I'm gonna work on real estate stuff tonight after Wine Wednesday, and then tomorrow I can do all my social media stuff, because I do have a social media business, Damon Inc. If you need your social media done, branding, videos, any of that stuff, send us a message. We'll get a quote out to you, and we'll go from there. I'll send out a couple quotes. I'm still waiting until people be like, "What you gonna do?" But I'm just keep going on.
Don't let your dreams just be dreams.
Right. I'm like, listen, because it's already purchase season. Purchase season has started early this year. I'm already working with 1, 2, 3, 4 buyers, and I have 1, 2, 3 listings coming. So purchase season is here. I'm only one agent. I'm not going to do so many people at one time. So try to balance my time out between the social and the real estate. So it just is what it is right now. Speaking of the purchase season in real estate, where's some here you go. Come on, Carmen. I have to take a sip, Bob. Oh, Jesus. Y'all listen. Please. I work and know some dynamic, even Tripp knows some dynamic LOs. If I named all the LOs, I know I would forget people. That's how many of them I know that do great work. I wish I had 10 loans to send everybody. But when you call me or reach out to me as a realtor, and I'm not the other realtors, I'm only claim my business. You have got to know that you need a pre-approval. It costs me money to send out that listing email that sends you the houses every day. When you go around me and you start sending me the Zillow listings and the Realtor.com listings, I tell people those aren't real. Those aren't regulated by the state. Those people don't own those homes. Those are just people who may have written down the street. People go on and copy information and try to do rent scams and buy scams as if they're home to see how far they can get. I only go off of Realcomp. I can't go off of Zillow and the other sites because they aren't regulated. I don't know who owns them. I just don't do those. I just can't. I used to years ago. I just don't anymore. Less confusion. I was selling the house for a client. Do you know this guy? Put it on Zillow as a rental that he was in Florida, like he was pretending like he was a snowbird. He didn't have. I kept having to change the access code because he was pretending to be he was like having realtors try to get the code. It was all the nightmare. But the St. Clair Shores house. It was a nightmare. I had people calling me all times of the day. I was like, do not give anybody any money. That is not their home to rent out. Their home is being sold as a purchase. It's just the thing. And I had to let my broker know. We had to call the board and be like, okay, listen, there's a scam going on. This is not this. Here is the listing agreement, all the other stuff. It was quite interesting. It wasn't a nightmare, but it was interesting. So you have to have your pre-approval or kind of know when you want to start. It's February. If you know you're not starting till March, April, May, then don't call me till March, April, May. I can't do your credit and the stuff that the loan officer is going to do to try to get you ready. I don't collect your pay stubs, your taxes, your bank statements. I don't collect any of that. The only thing that I get from the loan officer is the pre-approval. We both go over it, see what type of loan program it is, and that's basically it on my end of the financing. The loan officer / broker does all that other stuff. If you call me and say, "Hey, Damon, I want to see about buying a house. Do you know who I should go to?" Yes. Boink. I just start sending the email out. Send it out. Sent the email out today to a loan officer for a client. Gotta send another one out. I had a client that called me that said we talked a year ago, and I was like, honey, I've had a cancer scare, a COVID scare, a tooth pulled. I've met Gary. I don't know who. I was telling the truth. I don't remember what I had on yesterday until I see it in the basket or on the floor. I don't know. I had to look on the video today to see I had a hoodie on that all they were for. I was like, did I wear it already a couple weeks ago? It was sitting right there. I had to change shirts. I'm not making an excuse. I wouldn't dare call it business. Hey, I called you last year. Don't you remember me? Like, what?
You're gonna call it sliders and be like, yeah, just do that order I did a year ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna call slide like y'all make me a duplicate of that order. They be like, what? I don't do a file for every phone call that I get. I only start your file once I get a pre-approval. I don't start files for just phone calls. Those are just phone calls. And I have to tell the customer, and not a client yet, tell the customer, you need a pre-approval. They didn't know. They said they had a pre-approval. They didn't know who they got it from. I was like, there's a couple red flags going off. Like, So I'm going to send them a loan officer. Like, this is who I work with. Because sometimes y'all pick people that don't ever close. Y'all do. I'm like, has this person ever closed a loan or what's going on? The pre-approvals, and now, where do I got my team right? Let's see.
So close.
So close. Let me move back this way. Let's see now. Oh, wait.
There you go.
Here we go. Guys, I'm here to deliver some news. Your pre-approval has to be at least 225 for us to really even get going. Everything has went up. Everything has went up. I showed a house to a client today, and we both looked at each other like this. Damn, this house is $300,000. We just was like this. like, I know this wasn't this price last year, but what are you gonna do? I'm like, what are you gonna do? The nicer ones have risen in price, and I know a lot of our paychecks haven't went up. Mine didn't go up. I didn't get a raise. I'm still 3%. I need to be 6%. That's why I try to both in the deal. But it's just like prices have went up. Your pre-approval has to go up. Anything under 200, we're gonna be riding around in the circle for $4 in gas for a gallon of gas. It just is right now. You have got to at least be 200,000 unless you get like a condo or a townhome. Those are only two things I think that are under 200, and in a lot of neighborhoods they aren't. But your pre-approval is of utmost importance right now. Purchase season has started. I got outbid last weekend. We put in the bid in for $625,000. We got outbid by cash. I said, damn. Pulled up to an open house. Was that Saturday? Saturday. I got there with my client. I text him like, don't speed here. It's like, no lie, 20 people were already in the house. COVID schmovid. We was in that house. I was like, well, he had to park so far down the street. It was just like, yeah. We looked at it and there was no way we were getting that house. Somebody you had to really, really overpay. Whoever put the offer in first got that house. It just was, there was no need to even write an offer for that house. I was like, unless you want to pay way over or just do a wait and guessing game to be there. So for your pre-approval, please, if you don't have one, or if you don't even know who to go to, then you call me. But don't call me saying, hey, send me a list of homes. I'm going to get my pre-approval tomorrow. What? How does that even work? Because the client who said to get their pre-approval today, they launched them, they got to wait till March. So I was on the phone for 2 days for nothing. Not for nothing, but for nothing. So I don't know. It's just, yeah, call me, text me. I will send you to a reputable loan officer who closes. I think I know about 30 loan officers who close all the time who are willing to help and just, we'll get the deal done for you. So don't feel bad if you don't have the pre-approval, but let me know so we can get it going. And just because you're getting pre-approval today does not mean we're showing tomorrow. Because now we got to make sure you can close. Now I got to call the officer. I got to call your loan officer. Do they have enough money to close with? Because there are there ain't no concessions. Now I said ain't. There are no concessions. Don't come into this deal talking about you need $6,000 to close. I'll be like, from who? Not from the client. Not from the seller. Couldn't be. It's just impossible. It's just, I don't know. You have to have the money now. I'm usually not a big money person. I don't like to preach that, but time is of the essence now. Purchase season usually doesn't start till March or April. Usually April, and it's just started in February. So I don't know what happened this year. It's just, I don't know. It's just here. So they're trying to give you the steps to do it, to win these bids. You need to go over a little. You need to cut the inspection days down. Not cut the inspection, cut the days down, and be flexible on the move-in dates. If you can wait it out and let them have a little more occupancy, great. You can't understand that as well. But just some things to consider before we start looking. Book club. Now I gotta take a sip off this, y'all. I've been slipping. I had to go back to the dentist. It was a little piece of tooth. Did I tell you about that?
No.
It was a piece of like a little chip that eventually I worked loose. Thank God. The stitch was on top of the loose piece, and it was digging into my gum.
So it wasn't the stitch; it was the tooth.
I thought it was. I told you it was a stitch that was not. It was a stitch. Baby, I thought I was going to end it all. Last Sunday? Not the past Sunday? I had because they weren't open Sunday late, so I had to call Monday to get in that Tuesday morning. Y'all, Sunday, I was in tears. I was like, it wasn't the pain, it was an irritating pain. Yeah. Just imagine having a sharp headache that every time you said still boink, I was like this. Oh, it was a nightmare, and it wasn't the dentist's fault. They said I did my research. They said it happens. So what ended up happening? The string came loose. Thank God. I probably ain't supposed to be drinking right now because I'm still on antibiotics. But anywho, I needed to drink today. The string came loose, and so did that piece. Y'all, I slept for 2 days straight. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm a truth teller. They say post good, bad, ugly. Y'all, I took a sleeping pill, and when I tell you, I was like, I hadn't slept in like a week. It started off, you know, you trying to be a big baby about some stuff, but mouth pain, foot, and back pain is different than any other pain on your body. Let your back hurt. You be like, shit, I ain't going no damn where. Y'all, I couldn't. Eating was hurting. Sitting was hurting. Sleeping was hurting. I was like, oh, I'm going a fucking bananas because I showed houses right there. I went to the dentist last time. I think that's what did it. But anywho, that was my decision to show. But yeah, I was in pain. It was so, you know, it was so irritating. I can't even describe how irritated I was. I was just set up like this. I didn't sleep for a couple days. I was like, you know, you be in the bed, you want to go to sleep because of exhaustion. I was gonna go to the emergency room, like somebody gotta do something. So we went to the dentist, got all that straightened out. Here we go. So yeah, I call up on sleep. Long story short, y'all, I didn't start the book club because
fuck your book.
No. So I pushed it back. We'll do it March 1st. That should give everyone time to read chapter 1 and then start chapter 2. I just couldn't. There's no way. I could barely watch TV. I was in that much pain. It was, matter of fact, when I went to my bed, I could the TV. I'd be in the dark.
You know what? We have to start letting our viewers prepare for the fact that it's Aloha time.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of Aloha time, I know I need a vacation. I don't know if it's going to be a staycation or just go get a hotel room and just.
Yeah, I'll be gone March 13th through the 21st.
Now, he said that last time, y'all. He was gone longer than that. Me and Q were like, what the hell is your bad?
God bless. Hopefully
there's a blizzard that keeps you there.
We're lucky there'll be a whole new COVID by the time I'm there, and then I can't come back, and well, shit.
Right, they'd be like, what's your 14-day contingency plan? You're like, what?
Oh my God. I can do 20. I can do 28.
On my head, like doing nothing. I said once I closed 1, 2, well, not 3. Once I close these 3, I'm working with 9. I'm taking some days. I'm gonna take about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to clean this. I need to do a deep clean. Or either I gotta deep clean this house or have it deep cleaned. Probably have it deep cleaned. That won't be a vacation. I'm gonna have it deep cleaned. I may just go out to my cousin Lisa's house. They have a huge home. I may just go visit some family. I need some days.
Usually I edit when I leave, but I think I'm gonna make sure I don't. Every vacation I've taken, I take my laptop with me. I think this is gonna be the first one I'm just like,
congratulations, but I want to go. Yeah, I'll probably do. I may do the same time that you do it because this March will be a little bit warmer.
Can't shoot anything anyway.
Well, I can't shoot nothing no way, so it's like, you know what? We may do a wine Wednesday in the can like this. Boink. Like, wait a minute.
Get the Damon hologram.
Right? Like, listen. But I
take a sip, girl.
Right? Like, but I need a break. I knew I was becoming irritated when I looked at my phone up there. I was like this. Like, what? I wasn't excited. I was irritated. Like, and I don't want to do that to my clients because I want that done to me. I hate terrible client service. So, yeah, probably. What'd you say? March 13th? Is he drinking Douce? Lord, he's gonna listen. They got Stafford, who plays for the LA Rams, not the Detroit Rams. Is he drinking Douce? Is he drinking Douce? Lord, Donald ain't got no shirt on.
Matt Bradford.
Baby, I ain't mad. Get it. See, the Super Bowl is kind of on our list. We get the VCon. Yeah, I can't take it. Oh, out of Matt. Trust me, right? That do say a do you in. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dark liquor and the sun out, not gonna end well, but they got drivers anyway, so they'll be fine. So y'all be doing a vacation when Trip takes his vacation, and y'all, I won't be as long as he is. A wink. Where's my girl at?
We'll see.
but I for sure. Oh, did I do it right?
You did it right.
Oh, good. But I for sure need some days. You know, some days you just want to have an ice cream cone and not, and just sit on the bench and eat ice cream cone.
I'm already doing the math. I gotta figure out how I just get out clean for a week.
When I saw that getting that tooth pulled and people still want to see houses, they don't give a damn. But you know, it's up to me to give a damn about myself.
That's exactly right.
I'm not expecting my client because they want houses. I had a client inquire today about if I can't show, can I get something to show? And I was like, I can, but I don't know if they're busy. There is no foolproof system for this. It's me. Yeah. Even though I work with realtors at my office and my broker has shown for me in emergencies, I don't think me not showing you a house because I'm on vacation is an emergency.
It is not.
In this market, it's gonna be gone any damn way. It don't even matter. We go, they're gonna be gone.
People will try to make their emergencies your emergencies, and it's your job to never allow that to happen.
I'm just like, they better thank God I ain't got no cabin, because I would be like, when this snow melt, I'd be like, yeah, like I'm for sure booking. Right, he knows better. I'm for sure booking the house that I had last time, not the Claire house, the other house, with the beach right by it. I'm for sure going to do that for us. That was a yeah. So book club will be March 1st. I'll have to make up a little flyer for it or whatever. Here we go, and that'll be that. Speaking of flyer and trip and everything going on,
both kinds of trips,
right? Now listen, those who know me know the VCon, the Gary V conference for NFT, metaverse, business, real estate, social media. People ask, what kind of conference is it? I said, baby, look at this list. It's the thought leaders and content makers and the people who run everything you see on TV and computers are going to be at this thing. So here we are. And they just announced that Snoop Dogg is going to be there. And it's a rumor. There's a rumor that The Rock is going to be there. Now, listen, if you've been to a large conference like I have, they have all the rooms set up and you sign up and go or whatever. That's what I think. They have so many people, so we all won't be jammed in the room. Like the Beeper room for sure is going to be crowded. I get it. The Logan Brothers room is going to be crowded. I won't be there. They're not really my cup of tea. Not knocking anybody who likes them. They just aren't. That's not my tribe. Gary room, everybody know when they see me come and move because it's certain people that I'm for sure gonna have to get to. And they've already started setting up events.
I mean, it's a good example of what the NFT universe is, right? It's not just one type of thing for one type of people. You got the Logans, that's the D'Amelio girls are gonna be there. Like there's an NFT for everybody.
Deepak Chopra's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll get my relax on. But they've already started. And there's concerts and the vendors and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a conference.
Right? Yeah, like a cool conference.
Yeah.
But they've already started organizing like the meetups outside of the stadium, which I think will be great because we get to. I talked to all these people we've never met in person, so I'm gonna love to see my Twitter family there. I'm gonna absolutely love them. Shout out to Twitter. People who watch me on Twitter. I think Twitter is my most supportive page. I can post a kumquat and they're gonna be like, "Ooh, DJ is so cool." So Twitter by far supports me the most out of any of my social pages. Even more than Facebook, I think. Yeah, Twitter supports me the most. So I'll be for sure happy to see them. Did Carl say he was going? I can't remember. Oh, he was trying to go.
I think he's trying to pick up a V friend.
Like, come on, Carl. You can stay in me in Trips room. So you got to work hotel. Look. Maybe Carl is crazy. We don't know. Like, what happened to Trip a Day? My girl, Carl.
Maybe we're crazy.
Right, maybe we're crazy. We're sorry. See, that's how it goes. But yeah.
Like, you guys want to go to dinner? Or we're like, we're gonna go to Whole Foods.
What if it in Whole Foods about a hotel? What we gonna do?
You can't go.
Oh God, no. Yeah, when we go to town, we'll be at Whole Foods. We'll be excited. Like, You want a steak in Chicago? I want a chicken sandwich from Whole Foods. I want a chicken wrap.
Yeah, I have no interest in like us booking dinner reservations. Don't get me
No.
wrong, it's a little different because your people are gonna be there. So
Yeah,
put it
so
on air. But like if we're just in a city and we're just in the city, like I'm not trying to like take an Uber to be like a fucking restaurant.
where y'all at? New York? What you want? Is it a Whole Foods nearby? Y'all those brown butter chocolate chip cookies I do so enjoy. And
We just went to a bodega in New York.
right, we're like, hey, we're sure. Right, we're like, what y'all want? This, that,
Similar story.
that, like, yeah, that. Yeah, I don't have to have.
I mean, there's a good cheesecake at that Italian restaurant. But that bodega was kind of nice.
Yeah. That restaurant was nice when you see no bill. Woo! I don't know how much that bill really was. It had to have been because everything tasted so good. I don't know how much that bill was. Shout out to Gianpaolo. Yes, I'm really looking forward to VCon. I am.
You know Gianpaolo's going?
Huh?
There's no way he's not going.
That's funny because he hasn't said anything.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think about
We texted he texted me last Sunday out of the blue. He calls and texts out of the blue. Gianpaolo will FaceTime you like he just talked to you yesterday. You like, well, hello.
Tell him that now.
Right? No, Gianpaolo, I would answer Gianpaolo. I would answer. Certain people I would answer.
I remember when we were at dinner with him, that's what he did.
Right. Not now. Yeah, I will say he was happy because he was part of the V Free. He was part of that team.
Part of that, D-Rock's his boy.
Yeah.
Boy, you gotta imagine.
That whole little circle, I can't imagine him not going. Yeah, he would. Yeah, I can't imagine him not going. That would be, yeah. Well, at least we get free food while we're there. Look, like, hey, I'm having food. Yeah.
That would be a bad thing for us.
All right.
What are you guys doing at 1:30 in the morning?
I'm like, what? Sleep. You know what's so funny? What are we gonna do about sleep?
It's gonna be like New York, man.
Just don't listen. We got to New York. I was in that bed like this. Damn, I went because Tripp started unpacking. I was like this. Oh shit, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute, and I'm gonna get in the shower. And maybe he's like, "What you get ready to do?" I was like, "And we get watch TV and go HGTV and go to sleep." He's like, "Oh, let's go film." I was like, "No." In my head, I was saying no, but I was like, "Yes, you are right."
Well,
Yes.
it's those things that as soon as we get started.
Yeah, when we get started, we're fine. But once we stop, we be like this. We stop. Be like, I got enough. She'll be like, I got enough for this. He'll be fine. I got enough. So yeah, I thought about the days in VCon, like because I thought about the number of people who are there, the celebs who will be there, the after parties, the leading up, just actual conference day.
Yeah.
My feet will be. I don't know what I'm going to wear my Gary V shoes, but
It's
Lord,
probably going to require some planning on your end. Like if you're thinking like, I want to go to this after party, then like if it's just bullshit in the morning, then maybe it's
skip the bullshit.
Bullshit in the morning.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to be. If I don't get sleep, I'm a cranky bear. Like, no.
I mean, like I said, there's like 3 stages that you don't want to see whatsoever at like 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, no.
And then like you're planning to see like the Gary showcase at like 8.
Yeah, once the schedule comes out, then I'll be like, whoop, nope. Yes.
So
No.
you can do like maybe you want to do some shit around the city.
Yeah. We'll be fine. Yeah. So it's coming. Those who follow hip hop has really been active on NFT land.
Yeah.
Hip hop and the athletes have really been like.
You know what? You got to give your absolute propers to hip hop artists because when you think about it, of any group, throw country, rock and roll, pop, alternative, I can't think of more of a group of artists that have diversified income.
Yes.
I think about 50 Cent. 50 Cent is probably think about
a monster.
Jay-Z.
Monsters.
They don't. You know what's so funny? Actually, I saw like an interview today. It was like a throwback interview about how the Game and Beef have like this huge feud. And he's like, if we didn't have that beef, we'd be billionaires right now. I'm like, bitch, he is a billionaire.
He is a billionaire. Like,
and I thought it was like this. You you don't become a billionaire from being a rapper.
No, it's everything else.
Game thinks like, oh, they make all this money from rapping. 50's like, no.
That vodka, the movies, the shows.
He's. I bet you he has more money than Eminem. He has money.
Oh
than
yeah.
Because he got like an acumen for business. And I just saw he's a smart guy. Like watching his interview, he's like I was in the store and he's like, I saw one bottle of water cost 99 cents, another bottle of water costs $3.50. And he's like, and I know for a fact if you pour those two bottles of water in a cup, I don't know which one is which. He's like, so I went home, talked to my money person, said I want to start selling water. He's like, water.
Oh wow!
And he did vitamin water.
Yep.
And he sold it to Coke.
Shout out to the vitamin water.
Billions of dollars.
People love vitamin water. When that hit, it was like it wasn't 50s vitamin water. It was vitamin water.
I give him credit for that. He don't have the ego
to put his slap and stick on everything. Yeah.
He just like give me that money.
Smart. Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
If he does nothing else, I'm like
by Dre. So these are names like you don't think like, ooh, Tim McGraw did
hats or microphones or they have been.
So it doesn't surprise me when it comes to like a business venture like NFTs that the hip hop community is like
wouldn't be first.
We're about diversifying. It's kind of weird that they're so good at it, and like a similar like culture is athletes aren't.
I would have thought some athletes are, but they're not as big.
I just think hip hop specifically.
Yeah, is the group that has really outperformed everybody in NFT land. I would have thought that every artist. Here's an example, and you are a musician. People like the Taylor Swift, the Ashantis, who are redoing their albums because of their masters, so now they can get all their money. Yeah. I would have thought, no, girl. Release it as an NFT, so you don't need to redo your masters. Right. Like when Ariana Grande had that concert in the NFT concert, they said she made so much money. She was like, but it wasn't even her. It was just her singing. They put they created a Bitmoji for her. I was like, I would have thought that musicians would have. As an entire genre would have been like, shit, I'm gonna do me enough. Like they know how to do it. You know what I mean? It's like you know how to go make a video and sing.
I think it's probably a couple things. I think it's one is, as you know, it's about your team. Like everyone should know that everybody has a team. Like it's not just like Ariana Grande is thinking, ooh, this would be a good way.
Oh, yeah, that was Scooter Braun. That was a team that got that together, yeah.
So you have people out there that are all about, like, if you got good people, they're going to be, like, giving you
good ideas.
They're going to give you pitches. And then, two, there's probably artists out there that are a little too cool for school for shit like that, too.
But you're going to be too cool for school, then be a thing of the past. That's like...
No, I mean, I get it. I'm just saying that they probably are like, oh, I don't want to do anything like that, and... They just that's why they don't do it.
But I've seen artists like Gary loves hip hop. Yeah. I've seen artists go in his office and he like, you're not as famous as you used to be, right? They're like, what? Shit. He told 50 that. Really? You tell people like he always asks everybody comes there, what are you doing on social and how can I help you? And they look at him sometimes like, I post every now and again. It was this big Hispanic star who I'd never heard of was on there. And he did a long interview with him. And he had his team there with him. And they were like, not consistently posting. And in my little peanut head, I was like, what y'all think this money, like, where do y'all think it's paying y'all? I've never been that person to be like, we're going to just stick to this. I'm going to stick to selling real estate. And that's going to be it. I'm looking like, let me buy these damn NFTs because,
you got these people running your social sites and they're not doing anything for you. So what's that about? That's the bigger question.
Y'all got some terrible social media sites. Like I look at people's pages and I'll be looking like, like, are you kidding me? Tripp and I had the conversation in the what do you call that? Our pre-meeting, our pre-planning meeting, and we're talking about the Super Bowl, of course, and sports teams and fans and what do we do? how do we feel about sports and big games compared to how people in our age group and younger and even older feel? And we were saying, we came to the conclusion that it's dying out as far as the interest and everything, because you don't see kids with posters of guys on their wall who they like, and the jerseys and the pennants on the wall, and
I feel like that fervor is cool.
Yeah, it's like even the LeBron at the height of his, that was probably the last height. The LeBron and Kobe probably were the last ones I saw where people were like, "Oh, I'm wearing a LeBron jersey," or "I'm wearing a Kobe jersey." You don't see that anymore. And we were wearing jerseys of people who weren't really that good all the time. Just think about the jerseys that people used to wear. You got an Isaiah Thomas jersey. I mean, he was great at his time, but it wasn't like, it's just it's weird to me that the sports franchises as a whole and as individuals aren't active on social media. Like when we went to Chicago for that Cubs game, we sat, no shade to y'all, y'all treated us great. We sat with the marketing people and they were like,
how do we do what you're doing?
How do we do what you're doing? And me and Triple Justin was like this. Are y'all gonna pay us to come work here? We'll come cook up with y'all for a weekend or two. Like, hey, they booked us a room in Chicago and we're here for the week to work. It just was like, you don't pick a player to follow for that game. Like, how interesting would that be to see how a player leaves his home, comes to the stadium, warms up, puts on his uniform, checks the stats, checks the plays, goes on and I don't mean the mic'd up stuff that they do that they think we all love. We don't. To follow a player from, and let's hope they win that game, from leaving. That's great too. It's all a part of life. The winning and losing is part of life. It's like when we see the behind the scenes stuff about the Olympics and those athletes, we will be interested. People will be interested to see that stuff for the pro players to build some fervor and frenzy for these sports franchises, because I grew up next to Pontiac Silverdome, so we love the Lions and the Pistons. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my God, give me. But now everybody's like, who? I can't name 3 Pistons.
I can name one.
What's the boy? The K coming in? Yeah, boing.
That's it. It has nothing to do with Pistons, about my job, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, boing, here we go. But I added the Lions one time on Twitter. Have y'all thought about following y'all season ticket holders? They never said nothing back to me. You got old Tim, who's 65. Just think if you followed him. Oh my God, he would lose his mind. The Lions follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Like, oh my God, like.
Yeah, they just seem very
uninterested
in staying ahead of a curve or trying new things.
They ain't even on the field with the curve.
It's just like Blockbuster. They're gonna wake up one day and they're gonna open up their blinds and they're like,
"We closed and we open today."
Where are all our fans at? Like, where are all our people at? And they look down the street and they're gonna see esports that is like all about social media, all about, and games are releasing video games with NFTs with the game.
Cause y'all haven't looked at these esports sites, these esport gambling sites, they have taken over. I'm like, ooh, what big is their marketing budget? But
but to me, it's concerning that they don't feel like they should be catering towards the younger audience. Just because your demographic is this doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to do better. So if you're just like, we're only going to roll out the dinosaurs of yesteryear.
I just was like, I just can't believe that they don't have an active presence. They just are just there. It's just, I'm like, who runs your marketing? And it's like, I just look sometimes like, I don't know. Like, I take the Super Bowl, people were very, very interested, but at the same time, they were my age who were very interested.
I'm curious. I don't know. Like, I haven't hung around like young people in a while. Like, I used to work at Apple, so that would give me a better idea. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, again, 1 out of 10 people watched.
Like Marcus and them said they were watching. They were there at Battle House, but they played poker.
Right. So it's just like a thing.
It was just on, but it wasn't like how we would
surprised.
like how back in the day people used to be like
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 1 out of 10, like sub 18-year-old watching.
And then the weird part to me from a social media standpoint and from a business, it comes and it goes, and then they don't even follow the Gary model when it comes to it. You have this great big mothership of commercial. You supposed to attack. GM should be attacking right now.
Yeah.
You had that great Austin Powers. That was, not Austin Powers. Who was that? That's
I didn't see the commercial.
Is that Austin Powers? Who was that? Whatever the movie that was. You have this great build up, and it's just like the Quicken thing with Barbie. You know, y'all know how I feel about Quicken. I thought the commercial was genius. It was so spot on.
So the commercials are good.
Oh, the Quicken commercial was the best to me.
But as far as the commercials as a whole,
no, they looked, and I know they the fortune. They looked cheap.
Interesting.
Not cheap, but they didn't look.
I feel like there was a commercial that was like a Vayner commercial.
They had a commercial. I don't remember it.
I don't remember what it was. I don't know how I know, but I know for some reason.
To me, the winner was that Barbie Quicken commercial and that GM commercial. It was the two I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Then not because they hometown company, but I get it. But from a realtor standpoint, that Barbie one, they knew it. I was like, and then there was a Barbie Dream House, and it started the bidding war. And then in another neighborhood, it was Castle Grayskull, and all the He-Man people was at that one.
Was it really Castle Grayskull?
Yeah, it was Barbie House, then it was Castle Grayskull around the corner. Oh, I was like, yes, Lord, is that Castle Grayskull? It was they hit the nail on the head with that commercial. I was like, they got the nostalgia, they got the stuff built in right now. They got two icons from toys. It was Chef Kiss brilliant. It was Robert Lee Turf, how are you? You wouldn't talk to me forever. It's okay. It's all right. Now, should I shame him and tell you, did he reach out? Did you reach out to the Trips friend that I gave you for your logo? Or you just bugged me for nothing?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Talking about what a shade button at? Sips. Now, I hope you reached out to this girl and you got your stuff together, because people will.
Yeah, at the end of the day, for anything that gets started, it's the person in the mirror.
That's it. You got to start it. You got to finish it. But yeah, the Super Bowl came and went. I was more interested in the Olympics.
I mean, that tells you everything you know right there.
I was like, I was happy that Stafford won. I get it. But the bigger lesson for me in all of that glitz, glamour, and everything is about your team. It's about who you surround yourself with. He was here for 13 years and we couldn't do nothing. First season, and during COVID, mind you, the first season he goes somewhere else and wins the Super Bowl. I was like this.
There you go.
Just imagine picking up and moving to, I don't know, you moved to Arizona.
I'll try to imagine that.
And we look up and you done shot the cover of Time magazine. We like, damn. You know what I mean? It's like, was it me holding him back? Was it Q holding him back? Like, what? But you know what I mean? It's like a change of atmosphere and a change of vibe and surroundings. I was like, wow. Jeez. Like, I was more amazed at him being able to adapt. You got a whole new team, a whole new house, living. I think that just the adapting of it is everything to me. I was like, oh, is that Jaws on TV, Lord? Don't go in the oceans with Deadly Shark Attack. But if The Rock, I won't say when The Rock, oh, Lord, no, it's Shark attacking the damn boat. When The Rock comes to VCon, listen, I'm like, can you just run for president? Just give me 4 good years. That's all I need. Just give me 2 good years, and you figuring it out. We'll be fine. I mean, Ronald Reagan was the actor, so we couldn't do much work. He is young. We couldn't do. Everybody else is 80. Like, I mean, just saying. Couldn't do any worse. And I'm gonna get y'all out 6:50. I'm getting y'all out of here on time. Last topic: instant gratification. Now, some of you know that we call these people they call us the microwave society, when everything very instantly, very fast. I just want to put out there: pack some patience, please. We are all doing the best we can with what we have. You cannot send me a house at 10 a.m. and think we going at 1. You just can't. If you know me, you know I don't be in the snow. If you don't know me, I'm telling you now, I don't show in the snow. I don't care if Trip comes to get me in the tank. I'm not going. I'm like, I'm just not. That's just a thing of mine. I always tell my clients, I need a day in advance to book this out. When we put the request in to show it, Trip has seen it. I'm not lying. It sits there. My phone will get quiet, then it go ding right on the way home. Like, ain't this some shit? The agents don't approve the request as soon as you put it in.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Just from working in a professional world, as far as my own business, as far as working at AT&T, as far as working at Apple, anything that's done, like scrambled together in a couple hours, doesn't feel very professional. Anything that's like planned out, that allows people to, on every side of the table, put these things correctly into their schedule, that's what's like that to me is like where you want your business to be done.
Amen.
Or it's being organized.
There go our LT. Patience.
Like if someone's like, hey Damon, I want to look at houses. I'm thinking about this Friday. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Hey Damon, I want to get a house. Can we do it today at like 2? Doesn't that read different energies to you?
Very different energy to me.
It's disrespectful to your time. It's assumed that you just like at home waiting for somebody to have the blessing of showing you a house. And to me, I don't operate like that. And if I'm being honest, and this is just my opinion, not to say that it's true, it's giving you a bad energy. It makes you look like you're somebody who doesn't have your shit together.
And because you don't show up to the list, you don't show up to the showing like, yeah, you show up. It gives off a funny vibe the whole way around. Because you get there, and then I've got the audacity to be late. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it doesn't
like,
surprise me. It doesn't surprise me those people are late. Because they're just, as it comes, they're just like, yeah. And they're just a mess.
I'm like, you late? This really not what we're supposed to be looking. I'm like, So I tell everybody, I need a day. You need to, what's today? Wednesday. You looking for Friday? I should have known today.
Yeah.
Thursday is already, I'm done. Friday, I'm already pretty much done. I need a day. I need a day. I have to look at the weather. I have to look at my schedule. I have to look at things I got to do. I still have a life. So it's like, I need a day. If you want to look with me this week, you need to be booking today for Saturday.
I'll do whatever. If you're doing anything in your life, plan it out.
Plan it out. People will send me a house in the morning. And I look at it, I'll roll over me like, duh. Okay. What does that mean? Just because you sent it at 9 o'clock does not mean you're going to go see. You're not seeing this today. And just not with me.
Yeah, I'll get people say that I don't know. They're like, hey, what are you doing in 30 minutes? Can you shoot my car video? And I'm like, what are you? Like, what does that mean, shoot my car video?
No, you got to go look outside so you know the universal light.
Like, you talking about an hour we can get this figured out without me ever meeting you before, and me not even knowing what the fuck you know, right? Like, for all I know, you think, like...
What car?
That I got, like, a crane and a stunt crew and some cones to shoot this car commercial.
Do you have said car? Because all I got is my regular car. I ain't got no fancy car. Like, what are we... Listen. It's just as a thing. Please pack some patience. And you don't have to pack patience. I just can't do it. 2022 is all about saving yourself. If you don't save some of yourself, you have nothing else to give anybody. You can't pour from an empty pitcher. You can't. Tomorrow I'm doing paperwork and social media. I'm not showing all this tomorrow. I have a showing Friday, and then I have a meeting that afternoon, late Friday, and that's it for me Friday. That's it. I can't do anything else. I'm not doing anything else. I have to book a showing or two for Saturday. And if Friday these streets are icy, I won't be on them. I can't. I'm not. But the same day showings, I'm not. You don't get the same day pre-approval. Now, did you plan that part out? I'm like, I want you to walk into the doctor and say, hey, can you see me today?
Right, exactly.
Walk into your beautician or your barber and be like, hey, can you cut me today? They'll be like, what? Who? Go to the car dealership so you can get your car fixed today.
It's a little disrespectful.
Yeah. Put into the car dealership and say, hey, can you fix this today? They're going to be like, come back at 6:30. They'll take it.
They're like, sir, there's a whole other world going on.
There is a whole,
there's a whole thing happening without you, my man.
And it's so now that I know we've all been out to eat and through the drive-thrus and the ordering and whatever, you have better not be hungry if you're just not ordering grub of the delivery site. I won't shame any of them. If you ordering food delivery right now at 6:56, I hope you're not really hungry. I hope you got a cracker or a juice sitting out to tide you over till it gets here, because I just don't know. And I think maybe I need to come up with my code of ethics and how I do business, and I think that's what I'm gonna work on. Not tomorrow. I know what I want to do tomorrow, but I think that I know this year I'm going to do it so that way I won't. When you call me, I'm gonna say, "What's your email?" Let me send it right over to you. I've had to say that twice today to two new customers, not clients yet. To two new customers, I don't do same day showings. I don't do next day showings. It's too late. I'm not even gonna get your hopes up and say, "Oh, we can go see that tomorrow." It's not. The houses aren't even available like that. You can go on a house and try to schedule it, and it's booked out till 6, 7 o'clock. And I refuse to be out at night showing houses. I'm 5 o'clock, and that's it. That's it. I am 5.
Damon savings in love.
If you want to go see a house at night, I am not the realtor for you, because I'm just not. You can't see nothing. You can't see the backyard. You can't see the roof. I'm not going to the dark basement. I'm just not.
Yeah, you aren't really seeing much. You go to those houses at night.
You go at night. People are like, oh, I'm gonna work. I'm free in the evenings. Good for you. I'm not. I'm not driving back at home by myself at 9 o'clock showing a house out in Shelby. Fuck that. I'm driving back myself from Warren. Like, la. Nope. I'm just not doing it. You got to take off work. That's why God invented Saturday and Sunday. I'm not. I'm not. I'm really 10 to 5, because you really can't go through 9 because it's the first showing. They say you can go at 9, but every 9 o'clock. I've never really been to an early showing where they were ready. So when people say 9, they all show up late. So I always say 10 or 11. I'm 10 to 5 for showing. That's it. And if you really are serious, you'll take off a day during the week, or you'll give me your whole Saturday.
Like I said earlier, when you go buy your house, when you are buying your future home, it's not something you squeeze in on your lunch break. Plan some shit.
Because then you got to rush, and you looking at me, and I'm looking at you. I'm like,
and plan some shit.
Plan. Just take a day off. Take a day. You're gonna be late coming from lunch anyway. They still gonna look at you funny.
Allocate your time appropriately.
I tell people, you buying a house, not a blouse.
There you go.
It's that simple. You can go shop for groceries on lunch, not your house. Oh, that may be a meme coming up. Have a basket with a house in it. Like, you can't do this on your lunch break. It's just not gonna work. It's just
you know to send that to.
Right, like, ding. He's like, I'm on vacation. It ain't March yet. Be like, it's almost March. Leave me alone. But I'm gonna get you guys out of here. It's 7. I'm gonna get Trip out of here before the storm. I don't think it's raining right now, but
I am the storm.
Yeah, the storm. He's the graphic videographer, Storm. Because we've had
I do be a graphic designer. now.
Yeah, we just
Print, audio, visual, and graphic.
You always be like, quit adding stuff to me. I be like this. Quit being good at it. I be like this. I slap stuff up like this.
I was nervous about the graphic design stuff.
I wasn't.
Kind of feeling myself.
I've seen your early working was like this. Oh, huh, make me one of them too. I'm like, oh, here, make that. It's just like taking a picture. Just make this, work on that. Get your style of spin. Make that.
It's enjoyable.
But yeah, we've had a crazy week already. It's only Wednesday. I'm exhausted. How about you? I think we're still tired from last week. The week, because we were at Bally's office twice.
Like maybe even 3 times you count the grand opening, right?
You know, I forgot it's 3.
Teaching and then the interview with Bally's.
Yeah, I'm tired in a good way, but yeah, it's been a bit much. So I'm gonna try to catch up on some sleep tonight. I've been letting the Olympics put me to sleep.
This bitch watching Boba Fett. Don't you lie.
Listen. I might want to say Boba Fett till Friday.
Yeah, get a day where you can knock it all out.
Yeah.
You better do it all one day.
Yeah, tomorrow I can't because I'm gonna be working from the comfort of my own from this seat right there, and watching the wind and heavy rain, ice stuff out the window. Like I tell people, that's the best place to watch a storm from your living room, like this.
From inside.
From inside, there's nothing that makes you go out in that storm tomorrow. Nothing. Go to Meyer Kroger, your local bodega tonight. And don't you ride past that Target or that Kroger tonight like I'm not going in the morning. Right, I'm going. But yeah, and plug your phones, laptops in. Check your basements tomorrow because it is supposed to flood and rain. The snow is melting, so check your basements. Make sure that your sump pump is plugged in. If you're going out of town or whatever, have one of your relatives or kids go back check on your house because flooding is a thing in Michigan. So be cognizant of that even while you're at work. Check your phone, have somebody go, your neighbor, be like, girl, go check my basement right quick, make sure they ain't flooding. Because we don't want to be caught off guard. Because we don't know how much rain we're supposed to get. It's supposed to be a lot, and the snow is melting, and it's supposed to snow again. So yeah, check all that tonight and tomorrow for sure. Stay safe. If you have to be out in it, be careful driving home to work and definitely from work tomorrow. If you need to leave a little early, because you don't feel good, that's fine too. Just get home safe. I'm a big believer. I grew up like that. My grandma used to be like, y'all ain't going to school today. Be like, what? I don't trust that damn bus driver. We're like, oh no. So that's where I get it from. She's be like this. Y'all want pancakes? Yep, we ain't going to school today. So yeah, be careful with the rain, and the potholes, and the snow and ice tomato. Get home safely, work from home tomorrow, some time, play the games with your kids, watch TV, and just have some fun. So thanks for all the support. And as always, here's hoping that your open house will go soon. Bye, everybody, and start sharing these videos out.
Yeah.